Well, good morning. We've just left camp and we've finally made it to a sealed road, so we've just inflated our tyres and we're just checking the air filter. And check this out. This is what is in my air filter. They've been sucked in here and we just picked them out of the box here. We're going to give the box and the air filter a good clean and then we'll hit the road again. Susie loves butterflies.
I'm so sad.
So we're going to now hold a small memorial service for the butterflies while we bury them somewhere and a moment peace. Dear Lord, please take these butterflies and keep them because I don't like butterflies.
In this series, I continue exploring the Victorian High Country.
Quite frankly, the most spectacular drive that I've ever done in the High Country.
We see some more spectacular scenery.
Living the dream, living the dream. I'm happy as a pig in mud.
There will be more river crossings, interesting tracks,
Oh, come on, the left, right.
and amazing campsites.
According to the map, this is Haunted Creek Campground. So I have just discovered the joys of being a passenger.
It's been very interesting to come up here yesterday.
This is Dawson City Campground, complete with bullet holes, by the way. Don't fidget, don't fidget. I have no idea what the driver is about to do. Can I drive? Can I have my car back?
We even do some camp cooking.
Curry chicken.
Yum!
This will be amazing. Holy hell.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
So the water level is up to there, halfway up my leg. Okay, so this river crossing calls for a different hat. Alright, now I'm prepared. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait! This is going to be fantastic! I love it.
And we discuss touring with a Suzuki Sierra.
We don't have to carry a porta potty or toilet paper because it would be constipated the whole trip. Because we're just eating 2-minute noodles all day. That's how they do it, you know. Beautiful. Cheers, guys. Okay, so the track is getting a little bit rougher, it's getting a little bit steeper, quite a loose surface, and I think it's time to air down. So here we go. I'm using my beloved Indeflate. This one is originally made by Maxtrax. Actually, no, it's made by Indeflate. Maxtrax bought it out, but I love this. Deflates or inflates 2 tires at a time. Let's go. First one, right pocket. Always do the same routine, otherwise I lose my tyre pressure gauges. Left hand side of the car in left hand pocket. Okay, so we're going to go down to 25 psi. I don't think we'll need any lower than that on this track. Alright, that's it. 25. So they're forecasting rain over the next 3 days, but I had a look at the weather radar while we were still in Bright. It looks like this place is going to have very minimal amount of rain. So fingers crossed. There you go. Look, at the end of the day, everyone has their own methods. Some people stick to the removing the valve, other people use a little hand tool or a stick, some people put on the preset things onto the tyres and they go down to a particular PSI. Whatever floats your boat. There's no right or wrong, there's no race. We're not in a hurry, so I like my Indeflate. It does 2 tyres at a time. It equalises the pressure between the 2 tyres, so you're guaranteed you've got the same pressure left and right, which is important. Front and back can be different, but either side should be as close to as possible to be the same pressure, and That's what I get with the Indeflate. So while we're stopped, I'm just going to give the car a little bit of a once over just to make sure everything is tight. I tightened that earlier today. It's still holding. This has started to come loose over the past few days, so I'll keep on tightening that every night. Tent is doing okay. I just put a new roof rack on a couple of weeks ago, so that should be in perfect working order. Awning is good. Yep, everything is good. Right, time to hit the road.
This series is about the joy of touring, and I've loved every second of it. Time for a bit more fun.
All right, watch out, folks. Leadfoot Susie is in the driver's seat.
Let's go, Addie.
Frankly, I'm terrified. She's even got the hat. I'm relaxed. I trust you, except when you're going too fast.
It's an absolutely beautiful day for a drive out on the tracks. The good thing about having someone else in the vehicle is you can share the driving. But this also has some downsides, as I'm about to find out.
So I have just discovered the joys of being a passenger. It is it's really nerve-wracking when you don't know what the hell the driver's just about to do, and the driver's doing the right thing, but you know, there's a big dip coming up and they might react in a don't fidget.
Why?
No, just stare at the right. That's what I do actually.
Look.
Oh, what's it's a blueberry or something.
Flowers.
Yeah, blueberries or no, they're not blueberries. They look like blueberries. They're purple berries, probably extremely toxic. So yeah, but yeah, I have no idea what the driver is about to do. She's doing exactly what I normally do. Oh yes, payback is sweet, isn't it? Revenge is sweet. But, yeah, the joys of being a passenger.
Keep rolling.
She's doing really well though. So, I'm getting more and more comfortable about being a passenger. Oh, Jesus Christ! I take back what I just said. In fact, can I drive? Can I have my car back?
No.
It's my car. Can I have my car back? No!
No laughing, this is a serious matter.
A lot of effort and money has gone into this car. I don't want to break it. I trust you absolutely, completely. Mostly. No! I'll sort of that. So yeah, we are still on, I don't remember the name of the track.
We turned it off. Oh,
Yeah,
I can tell you.
We are on Camp Creek track, heading towards Craig's Hut. It's actually nice to be a passenger once in a while. I'll start that again. It's actually nice to be a passenger once in a while because you're doing that on purpose now. Holy shit. Take 4. It's actually nice to be a passenger once in a while because no, it's not nice to be a passenger. I want to drive. Give me my driver's seat back. Guys, put down in the comments who you want to be driving the car, me or Susie. Should I get my car back or should she keep it? Who's a better driver? Put that in the comments.
So we've had a bit of a diversion today. We went into the town of Bright, where we filled up with fuel, filled up with water, had something to eat. The car is well stocked, we are well stocked, and we're now back on the tracks heading to
Craig's Hut.
Craig's Hut. Susie hasn't seen Craig's Hut. I have. We're going to go see Craig's Hut and then find a nice place to camp somewhere, hopefully way up high as we can go. So maybe Howard's Hut or somewhere really high. So let's see how that goes. So this part of the track is marked as difficult, and this is a very steep descent. At every steep bit I get the same feeling, and that is, oh my god, because I'm not in control. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just that because I've relinquished control, it feels extra scary, I suppose. Not that I'm scared, but it's just I don't know what's going to happen because I was out of my control. It's like sitting in a roller coaster. You don't know what's going to happen.
We spent the next few hours driving through beautiful forest as the track wound its way down into the valley.
Alright, we've got a river crossing coming up, and I can't tell how deep it is, so I'm doing the right thing here, and I'm going to wade in and have a look at just how deep it is.
The rule of thumb is if you can't walk it, don't drive it.
Okay, so the right thing to do is to walk across where you think one wheel should be and come back where the other wheel should be. I can see that is quite rocky, but it's yeah, if I go this way it's going to be okay. There's a rock there I need to be mindful of, but if I come to the right I should be able to get through okay. Two big rocks here. Actually it's fine. It's fine no matter where I go. I can see now. Alright, it's rather rocky, but we should be right no matter which way we go. It's just that I couldn't see. It gets above my knees, so I'll show you in just a sec. So the water level is up to there, halfway up my leg, which is fine. So we're going to stick to the right hand side. Okay, so this river crossing calls for a different hat. Alright, now I'm prepared. Let's go. Seatbelt on or off? Yeah. It's not that deep, it's not that deep.
Can you tell your passenger which way you're going to go in?
I'm going to go right. I'm going to go right. What are we in? We're in low range auto. Right, we're going to go right hand side. Turn the aircon off. Should have done that before I set out. There we go. That was easy.
It's in the trees.
I'm pruning some bushes.
Crashed.
Hey, I've crashed the drone. At least I know where it is.
It's right there in the bushes.
We're just having a bit of fun with the hat and everything. It looks like a really beautiful spot. We might even just go for a swim. Yeah, so just having a lot of fun. Well, we just had a swim in the river and it was freezing cold, but it was beautiful, crystal clear water, beautiful warm air. We just had some rock melon to eat and about to head off. This is what it's all about, folks. It's living the dream. Absolutely love it. Just look at that beautiful river there. This is the perfect camping spot. Beautiful little stream. Purple clouds. Is that what we're looking at? This is the most beautiful camping spot. Right next to the river, campfire, secluded just enough for one vehicle. Perfect little spot, and I can't tell you where it is because I have no idea where we are. But that's the charm of this place. You just find a little nook somewhere, and this is perfect. Oh, well, we took a wrong turn, but accidentally found a hut. This is Riley Hut. Let's go check it out. So this is a very modern hut. So the High Country is full of huts. Most of them were log cabins built a long time ago, 80, 100 years ago. But this is a very new hut. This has only been around here for, by the looks of things, 20, 30 years. It has a modern fireplace. And as with all huts, it is graffitied to Kingdom Come. But yeah, this is a good place to seek shelter if it's a blizzard outside or a lot of rain. Really nice little spot. Very nice little spot. Unfortunately, we can't camp down here. We can't drive the car down here. What is this? It looks like a well. I wouldn't want to drink that. So we have a nice little hut with a well that has undrinkable water, but there's a stream running right next to it, which I'm sure the water is far better quality in there. It was great.
It looks like it's going to rain tonight, so time to set up camp and get some dinner going.
So this is a meal I've been looking forward to making for weeks and weeks before this trip. This is pork gyros quesadillas. So if you like Greek food, if you like gyros is a Greek kebab. So mix that with a quesadilla. You'll see, it is amazing. So let's go through what we need for this dish. We need some pork belly. I have 4 big slices of pork belly there. We'll get back to that in a second. Now we need to make a marinade. For our marinade, we get some white wine vinegar. And I'm going to put in about half of this. Don't need a whole lot, a little bit more. That's about enough for the moment. Now we put in some smoked paprika. About that much. We put in a bit of salt. A bit of pepper, black pepper. Some olive oil, about that much, and some oregano leaves. Oregano leaves, let's go for about that much. And this is all done by feel. So we've got our marinade there. So mix that up. Looking beautiful. And now we get our pork belly. Pork belly goes straight into the marinade. Mix it up until it's all coated. Right, so what we do now is we leave the marinade until the pork starts turning white. The vinegar is going to start curing the pork a little bit. So you can see that the pork is starting to go white. That means that the marinade has done its job. And now we're going to fry this up. It is absolutely bucketing down. We're camping and there's a thunderstorm going on. So please excuse the thunder and lightning, very, very frightening, but this is going to be amazing. Right, so the meat has been cooking for about 4 or 5 minutes. So I think we need to leave it a little bit longer. Let's have a look. Not yet, not quite yet. It's starting to get there. Leave it a bit longer. We're looking for meat to start getting a little bit charred. That is what makes good gyros, as well as the vinegar. All right, let's check out the gyros. Time to turn it around. Oh, looking good. That's good. That's what we're looking for. See that colour? That's what we're looking for. Beautiful. Oh, I can't wait. I'm getting hungry. So there's 2 stages of cooking this gyros. At the moment, this is only pork. It's not gyros yet. So the flavour of gyros is really from the white wine vinegar. So we've marinated it in white wine vinegar and the spices. We've cooked it once. It is going to go charred. What we're going to do next is we're going to take it out, cut it up, put it back, and deglaze the pan with more white wine vinegar and marinate it again, cook it again, and then we'll have proper gyros. Alright, let's get this pita bread on. There's nothing like cooking in a thunderstorm. We've had to pause cooking once or twice and stop leaks coming in. There's been water, well, actually standing in water. But it's all part of the fun. It's all part of the fun, folks. This is going to be a very memorable meal for us. Alright, that looks wonderful. Take that off, put the next pita bread in, let it do its thing. Now onto this one. Put my cheese down, get it right to the edges, and put my beautiful gyros in here. Let's check out pita bread. It's getting there. We add our tomato. And some onion. You can add as much or as little as you like. If you don't like onion, don't add too much. And of course some parsley. Right, we get our second slice of pita bread. That looks great. Put our tzatziki on here. It's not Greek unless it's tzatziki. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now the tricky part. Put that together. And grab the whole lot and put it back in the pan. Do you see that? Do you see how good I did that? Years of experience of tipping things into a frying pan. Right, so this is, are we going to eat dinner or not? Let's see. Plate on, upside down, out, and then we get that, put that bad boy back in there, and we fry the other side. That is the mark of a true professional. If you can do that, this is how you impress your woman, guys. If she sees you doing this, she's going to be a very happy lady, let me tell you that. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait! This is going to be fantastic! Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I think that is about enough. So let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, plate 1, upside down, frying pan off. Beautiful, look at that. Now, let's cut this bad boy up and see what we've got inside. Look at that, look at that. That is pork gyros quesadillas. Enjoy, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Time to eat. Cheerio, folks. So we're sitting up on a mountaintop. It's freezing. Oh, it's starting to get very cold. I'm not turning cold. My feet are wet. Yeah, my pants are wet. Everything is wet. It's bucketing down outside, rain and thunderstorms. But we're dry. We're dry, we're full. We've got everything ready. Got chocolate, a little bit left, info, Toblerone, and yeah, we'll be right. We survived the night. There was an almighty thunderstorm around us, and there was lightning about, I'd say, only a few kilometers away. I don't know how accurate the counting system is, but when you see the lightning flash, you start counting the number of seconds, and then you hear the thunder, because obviously the speed of light is quicker than the speed of sound. And well, at first I counted 4, so I'm guessing 4 kilometers away. That's how I was taught anyway. It's pretty easy to work out, but regardless, the storm was fairly close. A lot of lightning, a lot of thunder, and then an hour or 2 later, when we thought it had cleared up, it came back again. But this time, there was like 8 seconds between the flash and the thunder, so it was moving away. So still a lot of lightning and thunder and very, very heavy rain. And our options were to stay put underneath the awning and just to talk and sit there for as long as we could. Second option was to go and sit in the car, where we should be the safest from any lightning hits, because the car is insulated from the ground, so we are actually okay even if the lightning does hit. Third option, if there's a cabin right next to us, we could have gone in there, but because we don't have any bedding that we can take in there, we've got a rooftop tent, so we don't have swags. We would have had to just run in there and taken the chairs we had and just sat there. And we don't even have firewood that's dry, so it would have been pretty miserable. So in my mind, the only sensible option was to just pack everything away and then just come up into the tent and just sleep until it passes. And this morning, it is a beautiful day, sun shining, birds are singing. Everything looks a little bit wet outside. Hopefully the trucks are in good condition and we can continue our trip. The awning from up here seems like it's done a good job and there's no water pooling on the canvas, so that's good. Yeah, I think it's time to get up and stretch our legs and have breakfast. So after the storm last night, this is what we've woken up to. Absolutely beautiful. The awning is held up well. There's no water pooling on the top, which is fantastic. The tent was comfortable, warm and cozy. So just drying a few things. Tied a bit of rope to the hut. On top of the fence here with 2 walking sticks, that's nice and stable. Off to the awning. And onto the car. So that's actually working really well. It's nice and stable. That's not going anywhere. So let's have a look at this hut again. It's a very, very basic hut, as they all are. This looks like it was constructed not too long ago. There's graffiti everywhere. And 2012, okay, there's a date there, 2012. So I guess that gives an indication of how old this place is. So the oldest graffiti I've found is 2012. So this place is 12 years old. So yeah, the hut is 12 years old. Out the back of the hut is a trail that leads off to the toilets, and it is a hell of a long walk away. So unless you have some serious time on your hands, don't go that way. There's a fire here with a cooking grid. Over here there's a well. Yesterday it looked pretty putrid. After the heavy rain yesterday, it looks a little bit better, but I still wouldn't drink that. Now behind the hut is a little stream, and you can see that it's really pretty rainforest. Lots of ferns, lots of vines and creepers. A fallen tree. There's a path leading down to the river. Yeah, really, really lovely spot. And here is our stream. Really pretty. But I'm not going to go for a swim, and I'm not going to linger down here either, because as I've discovered, there are leeches. I found one on my leg just before, and I noticed him before he actually got his fangs at me and started sucking, so I could just pick him up and throw him away. But yeah, I hope I don't get any leeches. I can't see any on me now. Yeah, of course, the right thing to do with a leech, once it's already sucking, is you either leave it and it'll drop off when it's done, or you get some salt and pour some salt on him and it'll fall off. But you should never ever pull a leech off when he's already got his fangs in you. So yeah, really, really pretty spot.
It's time to continue our exploration of the Victorian High Country. This is the morning after the storm, and it is a beautiful day.
So we are on the east-west divide track, and you can see the state of the track. The storm that went through last night left quite a mess. It's a well-used track. You can see branches strewn all over the place. So this is quite different to the rest of the track. So evidently the storm, the heart of the storm, as it moved through, it only moved through certain parts, and depending on which way the tracks are facing, from the mountainside, some tracks will hit worse. Let's just hope that the track further on ahead is not too cluttered, not too damaged by last night's storm. But it's a beautiful area.
You never know what you will find around the corner in the VIC High Country. Today we've found some really steep descents, and this is the perfect opportunity to test out the crawl control or hill descent on the FJ Cruiser.
Hill descent is taking over, and the car is sticking to the ground like glue.
Most of the time the camera doesn't really do it justice, but trust me, this is very steep.
I have no sense of danger, no sense that the car might slip.
The good thing about hill descent is you take your feet off the pedals completely and you let the car do the braking for you. So all you need to worry about is holding the steering wheel. And when you're going down a very steep descent, it is super important to go extremely slowly and keep the car very, very straight.
Going up to the next descent.
So I don't know if this shows up on the camera exactly how steep it was. But this is what we just come down. And there are sections of that that are 45 degrees. I'm not exaggerating. But with hill descent, the car just sticks to the ground like glue, and it just crawls down. So it's really, really fantastic. Onwards! So easy to just get lost in nature here. It's such a beautiful place, and every time I've been to the high country, it's been a thoroughly enjoyable experience. The tracks are challenging, the scenery is breathtakingly beautiful, and I get such an enormous sense of freedom when I'm exploring the high country. There's no booking of campsites required. In fact, even if I wanted to, I couldn't book campsites. It's you never know where you're going to end up at the end of the day, and that is exactly the type of travel that I like, and that gives me such a sense of freedom. I'm driving along, exploring. It's about 3 o'clock. I look at the clock. Oh yeah, that looks like a beautiful spot. Let's pull in there. And yes, last night we had a massive thunderstorm. It was bucketing down rain. We had thunder and lightning around us, and yet when I look back on that now, I'm going to remember that forever. That was such a memorable experience. And today, beautiful weather again, sitting here by this stream, and yeah, absolutely loving my VIC High Country experience, and I'll definitely be back.
here we are on the banks of the Murray River. This is our last night camping before we head home. And this is the most perfect camping spot that we've found on the whole trip. In fact, it might be the most perfect camping spot I've ever found. This is really, really beautiful. The Murray River in front of me. We have a bottle of sparkling Shiraz, which is really lovely. It goes fantastically with cheese and sour cherry jam. It is the bee's knees. It's absolutely beautiful. It is chilled to perfection. We're sitting here watching the butterflies and ducks and listening to the cows in the distance. In fact, behind me, about a good 50-60 meters away, there's another camper in a van, and he's got a guitar and he's playing blues music, but it's really quiet. You can just barely hear it, and it is really lovely. So yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Such a beautiful, tranquil place. Absolutely beautiful. So thank you guys for watching the VIC High Country series. It's been an absolute blast making it, and thank you so much for your support. If you enjoy these videos, consider supporting the channel. Go to forexadventures.com.au. There's a donate button on the bottom left hand corner of the screen, and you can support me by making a one-off or recurring donation via Ko-Fi, and all that goes into funding more adventures for you. So if you enjoy my videos, please consider that. And until the next video, thank you for watching, and take care, guys. Thanks for joining me.